For the past few years, I have struggled so much with my putting, chopping and changing between different flat sticks whenever the mood takes me. But I've not been fitted for a putter in literally years, and that is about to change. In this video, I'm going to get fit for an Adele putter, and I'm also going to get fit for a sick putter. Sit back, enjoy the fitting process, because oh my word, there is so much amazing information in this video. And then I'll just have to decide when they arrive which one is going in the bag.
We are here at Purley Downs and we are with Adele fitter from Golfcraft, Mr. Matthew Rice, and he is going to be talking us through how to perfectly fit a Adele putter. So Matt, all I need to do is take me through this fitting as you would any other customer.
Perfect, not a problem at all. Yeah, we'll run through it.
Show us what's going on.
To start with, Pete, all I want to do is we're going to step in and we're going to hit a few putts, 15-foot putts.
Okay.
To a string line.
Okay.
So I'm basically having a look at your stroke. I'm getting an idea about how you move. We've done some tests already in terms of biomechanics stuff that we've done. We're then going to go from there. Once we've got an idea about how you're rolling your current putter, we're then going to go and test you. So we're going to test you for aim from about 5-6 foot. Use lasers and use mirrors. There's no smoke, there's no nothing, it's just all in front of you.
There's no smoke, but there is mirrors.
There is mirrors, okay? So that's where you're aiming, yeah?
Bit right.
Bit right,
yeah,
and a bit high. So we're obviously not going to go arm lock, right, on this process. We've got 4 different head shapes at the moment. Don't worry, Pete, we can get over it, it's fine.
Okay, oh, this in your little chest of dreams
little chest of dreams. All the head weights are the same for the reason that we want head to do what they do, which is aid you in alignment of the putter.
Okay.
That's all we're trying to do. Okay, I can then use external head weights to match into what we need to do, depending on what the head is we decide to go with for aim.
Okay.
Length, lie, internal weighting, opti-vibes, counterbalance, anything we need to do from there. Also hosels, and we'll try a few different hosels here. So you'll notice we've got a round grip.
Yeah, what's the...
Okay, so round grip, the idea behind the round grip is basically no predetermined place to put your hands. We find that flat ridge grips, and I'm going to help you by understanding what we did in the testing before, okay, where trout arm in particular can go on the club.
Yep.
Happy with that?
Yep.
Cool.
Where am I going now?
It's okay, you've just gone high left.
Do you mean it's okay?
It's okay.
I'm not hitting the target yet.
So here I make one change at a time, okay? We don't change multiples, I need to know what it is that actually makes the difference. Happy with that?
Do this. Hey! Sending it right back. Inverting the matrix.
That's a great height, okay?
That neck's so weird though.
Step away. So it basically goes in reverse, yeah? We've only tested you once, but you were then really good height, okay, above the hole. So height is the loft that we've got presented at address, and obviously you could aim it straight over the hole. Now you'll notice there's no lines on that. There's no lines on the putter. We're going to test to see if a line does help in any way, all right? But it's going to do pretty good to beat what we've just seen there. They're only alignment aids if they actually aid you and tell me if that line is matching up with the line on the ball. Now come and take a picture from behind here. What does that look like? If you just look at it with your eyeballs as well, Kira, what does that look like? It's off. Yeah.
It's off what? Off, yeah, where?
Left,
what?
right.
What? So right? No.
This is what I see when we use lines on the ball and lines on the putter. This is set up now, no weight in the head, okay? No internal weight at the moment. We're on a 34 slim. The reason we're on a 34 slim is just where your right hand is. We can have a little look at that and how it sets in, okay?
Making it feel real.
You apply pressure to this putter and I'm making it match what you perceive to be correct.
Okay.
That's what we're doing. So we can change the head weight in 5 gram increments, okay? So I'm just putting a 10 gram weight in to start with. Obviously you've been seeing how you hit wedges and how you move, and bits and pieces have got an idea about where we kind of would lead to.
Okay.
I make one change again at a time in this process. So this will make the head feel a little heavier.
What have you put in the end of my shaft here?
So we've put an internal opti-weight vibe in there.
An opti vibe?
Yeah, it's an internal weight. So the convention that a lot of people go down is counterbalance.
Yeah.
This is internally, and what I want you to feel is, because you're right-handed, you're quite right-hand dominant in the wedge shot, I want you to feel like you push that weight. So if you just get your right hand a little bit more, just a little bit more over, yeah, now that matching into how we folded, and now you can just stand there and let this putter go, move the weight in the handle, and we'll see the face not shut down. And as we free you up, as you start to release this putter properly, now we can start to dial in the actual weighting. So I want you to be positive in terms of the stroke
Yeah.
and the release without the fear, as again with the wedges, without the fear of it going to the left. I put 75 grams of weight basically here. As we've seen through the testing, all the different bits we've done with wedges and now in putt it. Believe it or not, or whether you want to feel it or not, your right side dominant in terms of this push.
A little bit more consistent.
A little bit more consistent. We can dial this in even more, but this is the start to putt. As you start to apply pressure and release the club correctly, you'll start to get control of direction because we can aim it. Direction because we're not shutting the face down and not having to make a compensation. And then true roll starts to happen.
So after what can only be described a mind-blowing 4 hours here on the putting green, we have created this. So this is going to be the Adele putter that I have. So head shape, I mean, what head shape would you call this?
So this is the EAS.
The EAS
1.0. Okay,
the EAS 1.0.
Very conventional blade looking putter.
So very similar to things I've used in the past. The only difference is no sight lines on this, because what we found that I was actually aiming better without the sight lines, just using that leading edge.
Yep.
The hosel on this sets my eyes slightly back so I can see the whole of the face.
So we've gone for a reverse set. So back set, most conventional putters are forward set.
And this is a back set.
And this is a back set. So you can now actually see all of the face. When you're standing over it to hit a putt, you can see all of the face.
Yeah.
And that's actually why we didn't need any lines.
So we've got this different kind of neck. Shaft-wise, 34 inches. The rounded grip, this is the slim
This is a
version.
slim round.
10 gram weight in the heel.
Yep.
In the grip, you have inserted
A 75 gram weight, and I'll show you from here.
but it wasn't a 75 gram weight. What do you call it?
OptiVibe. So it's an
75
OptiVibe
gram OptiVibe.
internal weight. Okay?
Internal OptiVibe, 75 gram.
And we can see your 75 gram weight is basically placed here.
And that was because of where my right hand
Where
is
your
positioned.
right hand is. So we've moved this around, okay? And obviously how we move this weight and where we move it within the shaft, basically you're applying pressure.
It's going to be really interesting this, because this putter and what we've done today, really, Matt, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but everything we've done and everything we've got fitted for is me, how I naturally stand, how I naturally put.
Yep.
Technically, the only thing I've changed is to move my right hand over. That's not to change technique, that's just to move more into what I naturally do it.
Yep.
So we've got down to Silvermere. We're catching up with my northern brethren via South Africa, Mr. Colin Idden, who is the SICK fitter here, and only been doing it since July, because SICK are like new to the UK market, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, they're new to the market, full stop, pretty much, aren't they? But
Yeah.
certainly since Bryson's come along, since more people know about it, and this is the only place you can actually get fit, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
that's it, yeah.
that's what we're going to do. And because my SICK putter, when I got this through, this was very much send Bryson's putter through, want to do a video on it, and it just happened to be working okay for me. But what Colin's going to do today is kind of measure me up, get me fitted properly, and just see what the launch conditions are like. So talk us through it, Colin. So in a fitting, what's the first steps? What do we need to know?
To get some data, we need 6 putts from me, if that's
6
all right.
putts, okay.
Yeah. So you've launched it at 2.76, which is a little bit high.
Yeah.
SICK work with optimum being 0.75 to 2. Your forward spin's very good, plus 32, which is great. Little bit of hook spin, not a massive problem. It's amber, so it's saying that that's not too bad. And then to start a forward rotation being 0, which is perfect. You started it going forwards, because some putts, especially if you launch them really high, it's actually on backspin. Believe it or not, it's hard to believe, isn't it? A putter would do that. Right, so what we're going to do now, Peter, we need to address the launch. I think what we can do, we've got a choice of 3 heads with the arm lock putter. So we've got, I think you've got the Pro, haven't you?
That's Pro, yeah.
We've got the double wide head as an option, and then also the flow.
Shall we start with the double wide, is this
Yeah.
one? I mean, that's the first thing to say. I don't normally play from the middle of my stance.
Okay.
So if we're talking about reasons why I might be launching it
Yeah,
touch high.
Yeah, definitely.
Ah, here we go, here we go.
Or would you want to try a slightly longer putter?
Maybe slightly long, because I do feel like I get a bit.
Okay, right.
So this is 41 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is quite nice, because I just feel like I'd be a bit taller on it, a bit prouder on it.
The top note in the red there was what we started with. As you remember, we had that pretty much a 3-degree launch.
Yeah.
good with your impact ball speed, very consistent with your forward spin. If we now go and see what's happened with the different head and possibly even a different setup, first of all, how consistent you are across the board is, yeah, very good. Yeah. Green, green, blue, Mr. Robot again. Hey. And then amber, amber, that's fine. And then if we go now to the average, look at that, what's happened with your launch angle. It's gone to an average of 1.7, which is very, very good.
Yeah, so 39-inch shaft actually seems to be launching the ball much, much better, which I had in the old product I've got. Different type of head with the double wide.
Yeah.
Steel shaft so heavier.
Yeah.
Ball position more central than it was as well.
Yeah.
So there's quite a few changes there, really.
Yeah.
There's quite a few changes. But it does look behind the ball. That looks a lot better.
Well, there's the biggest change. You just said it in that sentence.
Yeah.
It looks better.
Just looks a lot better.
You go through all the technical stuff, but at the end of the day, if I was to give you a putter that's supposedly perfect for you, you put it down, you go, no, that's horrible, I can't use that. It's going to be a struggle. So the fact that you just said that looks better is number one, actually. Goes to the top of the list, I'd say.
Straight away, yeah. Awesome. Very, very happy with this. Just got to make a decision now. Colin, big thank you, mate. Really, really appreciate you taking the time out. Guys, everybody silver me. You want a sick putter? Cole's the man.